to the... Well, I think my hair has grown a bit more since the last time, so just a bit. It's been like... Well, not... It's been like a week because I wrote last week. But, I think it's farther along than where it was 2 weeks ago when I got it done. Because that's how hair works. It grows over time. It's crazy, I know. Oh my god, it's hot up here. We're gonna deal with it. So, we were pretty much done with Clad. There was like one or two other things to do with him. Is he? Right, he's from the cowboy town in the desert region. Alright, I haven't worked on any of this since last time. We didn't finish a neural. Class on the neural. Here. Alright, I gotta open a window or something. Oh, there is a window open. Fantastic. Just open both windows. This one locked, this one locked. I can't scratch my hair, and it's the most irritating thing. Kind of have to dig my fingernails or poke my fingernails into my scalp. It's the weirdest thing, but it gets rid of the itch temporarily. Got his colors. Didn't give him a weapon. We gave the bounce weapon to Nako, I believe. Let's not focus on Cloud. What the last few things? There's always some amount of little things. Welcome moms to the stream. What we doing? We're doing some more of the students. So like what we did last week with Clad, we're gonna be doing with some other of the student characters. Preferably the ones I already started on up here. So we have most of Aura, Keahi, and Clad done. Well, we didn't give Keahi a bio. Clad needs a stronger bio. So move on to Arcos. So he was supposed to be like the rival character in the when this was disturbed. delinquents. I gotta fix this. Oh god. I just keep music in my ears in the beginning just to it's normally how I write, actually. But because I stream this, you know, it's not good to stay silent the whole time. It's just I just do that while people roll in. Arcos, he has Hydrokinesis, which is black sand manipulation. I need to know the properties of black sand before I continue. Shoot. Black in color. Well, is that, I would assume that's a given. Magnetic. Heavy, glossy, partly magnetic mixture. Fine sands containing minerals such as magnetite. Found as part of a placer deposit. Volcanoes consist of tiny fragments of basalt. I know it's just like a really common rock, I believe. Made of black sand, gold and white. Pods of black sand. After storms, larger waves can minerals. Honors. Precious metals. So it does have metal in it. Or it can have metal in it. Non-volcanic black sand beach. And it's just locations. So it has magnetic metal, magnetic properties. There's no glass in it then. I think some sand things have glass in it, right? What kind of move name can we give it? Arcos, personality. He's another one of the Project Prodigy students. Close that up. Let me look at the list of all the students under all superpowers. It's part of his team. I think he's part of Aura's team. So he's not of the two brothers. He's the third guy member of Aura's team, Team Earthquake. From the Shadow region, I believe that's where I put him. Not connected to the Shadow Clan. There is going to be a Shadow Clan of some sort. I have not named them yet. We have all in the Shadow region. The only town we have is the capital, which is Penumbra, which is dark 23 hours of the day. There's an hour in there where the sunlight does shine on it. It's like a more depressing version of Seattle. I didn't have any personality, anything in mind. I didn't have a backstory. Trying to think of what other types of towns and villages could belong in a shadow region that he could be from. Because I think I made a Fodica from Penumbra. Well, it doesn't say it there, but Lilora is also from the Shadow region. So is Nyx. Oh, there's a couple of students I didn't know were from the Shadow region, or that I originally wanted to be from the Shadow region. Okay. So, what do we have on that region? Besides the town that I just mentioned. Omnispecs Plan, History of the Blacksmith, creatures, transportation environments. Well, there's nobody from the forest region right now. Elysian, Shadow region. Shadow region, smallest region. Okay, right. Contrary to popular belief, is not the region where Dead Man's Land is located. Okay. Number of capital, clouds above it make it dark. During this hour, citizens turn off their lights. Open the doors to the public, everyone becomes generally friendlier. Smallest region as well. So there's not going to be many towns in it. Even the capital has a small population to it, I would say. Because this region is the smallest, even the capital stays small population. I'm not going to force any town ideas right now. Towns are normally connected to their origins, though. Oh, I made it so he's from Penumbra anyway. Damn. Well, it's fine. I could always change it, but I guess I was onto something with this, maybe. Goals, personality, semiotics, iconography. I wonder if he's the best character even to start off with right now. Laura. She is the after images. There's Nyx, who removes virtue. She's trying to work on dragon. There's nothing on the forest region though. Maybe I should pick somebody for a reason that's a little bit more developed than maybe the villains. Platforms, Diallo. I'm gonna check the virtue abilities list. I haven't given Diallo anything yet. I know he has a revolver. That's it. Black Phoenix has feather manifestation, making him a self-mutator. What other self-mutator things haven't been taken yet? So skin, living armor, plasma turrets. Arms, double damage. That's for Sunbomb. Clone. I'm trying to think what would coincide with something. Along the lines of his revolver that he could like use as ammo perhaps as well. Kind of like how Black Phoenix does. Or maybe something with... Ooh. Okay. I might have something. Touch mutators is probably the... Touch mutators and traversers. Thieves kind of get grouped together. I'd say touch mutators, traversers, and thieves are like the hardest to come up with creative powers for. Kinetics is by far the easiest because there's actually like scientific words for all of these. Self-mutators is like kind of like the miscellaneous class. I have something for Diallo though. Let's find Diallo. So Diallo, in case you don't know, we have Haneo, who is the virtue teacher of the school. Click both so both should show up. Please. Which one is this? I don't know what that was. So that's an AL. I clicked Black Phoenix too, he didn't open. Alright. So Haneo here is the virtue teacher of the school, right? Teaches his sole purpose is teaching virtue. We have Dr. Esperana, who is the teacher of the weapons. Once they get their smith gifts, everybody has a weapon in this. Well, at least the students get weapons. Their smith gifts. Black Phoenix is connected to Diallo. He's like a prodigy, perhaps, maybe a family member. I don't know, maybe it's like his nephew or something. Both cowboy-esque characters. Black Phoenix is feather manifestation, so he's able to create wings and use his feathers that he creates as bullets for his gun as well. So I didn't want actual guns to be like a main part of this series. Like, if everybody could just shoot AK-47s, like, that would be really boring for a fantasy series, right? Well, it depends on how you tackle it, but I don't want to focus on guns. Or traditional guns. So Diallo also he's the teacher of history, so teaching history for this world, it as he's teaching the students, he would also be teaching the reader, which is why I have him. So, oh wait, some of this is spoilers. No, don't look. So he teaches history as the audience is Feathers Ammunition is really cool. What up, Odin Baba? I'm gonna just call you Odin. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. So as he's teaching the students history about this world that they live in and all this that they might not know, he would also be teaching the audience of the history of this world, which is where you get snippets of what the blacksmiths are and why they exist and all this stuff. There's technically no reason because they're the gods of this world, so they kind of just, hey, we're gods, we created humans. That's the thing. So Grizzled War Veteran Cowboy Hat, we've read all of this before. So what I had in mind for his ability, I just came up with this, I promise you. I normally write things like this down, so this is how you know. I just came up with this on the spot. I wonder what my face was like when I was like, oh my god. So he's going to be Touch Me Tater class, ability, bullet conversion. Open your mind, bro. He's able to convert whatever he's touching into the shape of a bullet for his revolver. So he could be touching a desk of some sort and it shapes into a bullet. I'm wondering the specific details of it. If he touches it, does it create 6? I kind of like that idea, but I also like the idea of him having different objects or different material bullets for each chamber. Like, he touches a desk, loads that in the pistol. He touches some sand, crafts into a bullet, loads that into the pistol, and he knows where each one is because, you know, he's probably a tactical genius. He's a Grizzled War veteran. He would know. And maybe he's like, ooh, this could go. Yeah. So what would the revolver's ability be? I'm trying to think. Let me describe bullet conversion here. Able to turn whatever he touches, whatever material he touches into a bullet for. You know what would make him even more useful is if he got to choose what type of bullet it was. So, like I said, there aren't a lot of guns in this, and there are no like actual like I said, AK-47s or anything like that. Like, nobody's shooting 50mm bullet made of, I don't know what bullets are made of. Oh, lead. There you go. Nobody's shooting stuff like that. But there are different types of guns in this world. And one of the people he works with, somebody we have mentioned before, has a shield that has a gun in the middle of it. So what if he were to be that guy's teammate and convert, let's say, the gravel he's touching on the ground into something for that person's gun that's mounted in the shield. So he's more useful that way than just creating bullets for his own gun. Does the material have an impact on how much damage he can cause? Yes, it will. I would also say it deals with the bullet speed. Logically speaking, something like as lightweight as wood would travel faster than something heavier like lead. It doesn't make logical sense as far as like how guns work and the gunpowder, which is why people don't shoot wooden bullets. But yeah. It would also make it, actually, the gun's probably made of metal, the revolver itself, but it would also make it easy for one of the students to beat him if he were to ever like challenge him. He like, hey, Ferris, come up here and show me what you could do. This is for your graduation assignment. You gotta fight me. And he pulls out the gun. Ferris would just be able to pull the gun out of his hands because he has metal manipulation. So, bullet. So let's develop this further. Able to turn whatever material he touches into a bullet for whatever. I don't want to say weapon because that would imply stuff like swords. How do you a bullet sword? What? Whatever gun. I'm gonna just say gun. For whatever gun he wishes. So I'm gonna just put some example materials here: wood, sand, gravel. What's some other things? Ice, fire. That'd be dope. It's a fantasy series. Why not? Fire. Yeah, let's get leaves. Flowers. Can you imagine getting shot and dying to a flower bullet? And whatever else, etc. There's plenty of materials to go around, so he can just convert things into bullets for his gun or any other gun that he so happens to be on the team of. LMAO, that'd be the day. Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine that written on your obituary? Oh man, this guy died getting clapped by a flower bullet. That is, it was a rose. Oh, that's off. That I don't want to go that way. I don't. No, don't shoot me with the flower bullet, please. Move names. He probably wouldn't have any move names. He definitely wouldn't shout them out. So I'm gonna say none. Revolver named Billy after Billy the Kid was a cowboy, right? Billy, right? I think so. So that's a reference. Remember, all the Smith gift items are. I should just say Smith gifts because they're. When I say gifts, I'm referring to the item. All the Smith gifts are. Most of them are references to something else. For example, Jato's ice sword is named Zero after a popular Mortal Kombat character. Abilities. So now we need to come up with. Not only can the gun already shoot stuff that it shouldn't be able to shoot, materials, but that deals with his power. You imagine him not having the revolver? That'd be crazy. But that's the point of having the Smith gift coincide with the power. It sounds like the Smith gift was given to him before his virtue power manifested, which is fine. You gotta get creative. Revolver named Bill. So, what would the revolver be able to do? I like doing things with the chambers, perhaps. I don't know why I always go to revolvers. Sub-Zero, you got it. You got it, Odin. Um, I don't know what it is with Revolver. So, another character I have, this is an old picture of him, I'll pull it up. For the Descended series, oh god, I forget it, Vicaro. He's a space alien cowboy guy, right? The revolver isn't in this picture, but he has a revolver, 2 sets of revolvers that have 8 chambers to them, not 6. And it's like a rainbow of bullets that shoot an infinite amount of a certain type of bullet. So red shoots... No, I don't remember what red shoots. Orange shoots fire. Green heals any ailment, any status ailment that the other bullets in the chamber affect. Or cause, sorry. I think purple shoots nets to trap people. Yellow is explosions, I believe. Blue is ice. So if he shoots you with the blue, it shoots you in the leg with the blue chamber set as the one, shoots you in the leg with the ice bullet, and then switches it, turns it to green, shoots you in the same spot. That ice that covered your leg is now gone. So that's like along the lines of what I'm thinking of here for abilities as far as the revolver goes. There are only 6 for the rainbow colors. Of course, technically there's 7 because they split one of the colors up or something. I don't know. I only went with 8 for the 6 main rainbow colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. And then there's black and white, which is what he's on the search for, is an alien space cowboy. He's looking for black and white. White resurrects anybody, any being. Black kills any being. So, I should write a short story series with him searching for those, and then what he does once he finds them. Something to consider. So as far as his revolvers go, let me look at some of his other stuff that I haven't finished. Iconography, we haven't done his colors. Let me look at the list of what the colors mean. I don't want to black. I do black a lot. I feel like brown would be something. Beige, brown, like beige sand, very sandy looking because cowboy. What else goes with those colors though? Let me look at Blood Phoenix. No, that's not. No, I don't want to go black. Like I said, I feel like black and red should be in there somewhere, or perhaps just black, because Haneo's not wearing red. I went with red for the scarf and undershirt because his feathers are green. It's supposed to be neon green, but I don't have that color. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the list of colors that I have. Oh no, I hit the. Oh, I did it again. Just scroll up. Beige, black, blue, brown, burgundy, coral, indigo, gray. No, gray is really boring. Lavender. I mean, he's supposed to be a dull dude, so maybe he should have like a really ugly color palette. We might go with that. Because he's like dead on the inside. So maybe we should go with a lot of like neutral colors like brown, gray, black. That would actually really set him apart from the other characters, oddly enough. A lot of the characters like that I've drawn, see 2 right here, already wear black. So the black wouldn't matter that much, but they have some sort of other color that makes the black pop, that makes that color pop more because of the black. So they'll have like a red, green, blue thrown in there, something like that. But if he has none of those colors, that would make him actually really different. So we might do that. beige, all these neutral colors. Let's do that. Yep. And then we'll throw gray and black. Black is always a safe bet. I still haven't gotten the look of him in my head just yet. I'm thinking he has a really thick beard. That makes sense. Yeah. Plus, it goes, like I said, it goes with his personality. You see dead, grim, dry. Lawful neutral. Teacher of history, high guard. Thick beard. I don't want to say sunken eyes. Maybe like eyes with bags or something like that. Trying to think outfit wise. Maybe a vest. I'm thinking a vest. There's no other student. They're supposed to have the teachers can have a little bit different from all the hoodies that the students have. They're just hoodies in different styles. The teachers, they're like an exception. So I would say, yeah, vest with this design on it. I should give that design a name. The spiky design. Vest with spike design. Spike pattern. Trying to think of accessory wise. I'm not gonna have earrings or anything like that. What does hair look like? So Clad, the guy we worked on last week, he's kind of gonna have hair like this but spiky, and it's gonna be tucked under his hat, because he's gonna have a cowboy hat as well. He's a really solid built dude, but you don't see really solid built dudes like that with cowboy hats on and spiky sand like hair poking out underneath. That's why I want to make him look like that, because it's different. Different isn't always good, of course, but I want to see how it turns out. Yo, what up, Chase? Gotta have the weirdo teacher with the lit graphic tees. What's up, Jay? Hype indeed, my guy. Graphic tees. That's an idea. I feel like Esperanza would wear them unironically. She's probably gonna have a lab coat on. Like I said, all these characters, all the students have hoodies just in vastly different styles, except for Ferris, because I drew him before I drew the rest of them. But the teachers are an exception, so I can give them some sort of different overcoat. So I'm gonna give a vest to Diallo. And did I specify a lab coat for Esperanza already? Short jacket, no hood. No, this should be a lab coat. I don't even know what I meant by that. Lab coat, no hood. Should I have a hood? I like hoods. Maybe. Nah, I don't want the teachers to like blend in too much with the students. Lab coat, no hood, spike pattern. Oh, she was right under him. I don't know what, I didn't need to do the search thing. Accessory wise, perhaps a watch to tell what time it is. And maybe a ring. Did I say he was married? Oh, there's some spoiler stuff in here. Hey, don't look at me. Don't look at the screen. Or look at the picture. That's why the pictures are. Look at the pretty pictures. Look at that. Just trust what I'm saying. This is all stuff that's way farther in the show, manga, comic thing. So I can tell you there's like a girl he was supposed to protect earlier in his life years ago, but he failed at his mission. She ends up dying, and he like doesn't forgive himself from that. And with the students, it's like he feels like they're a second chance at protecting something he couldn't protect before. So what's deep enough to represent that? Perhaps a necklace. Got a Men in Black white nuke the bot. LOL. Yeah. Yeah. Just trust me when I say not to look, because I want chapter 1 to be out by the end of the year. So there's no telling how soon we'll get to the many plot twists that this show has to offer. But there are spoilers dealing with this character. Maybe I should just not do this on stream. Because I don't want to like read around and work around saying certain things. So there's just some characters I cannot finish completely on stream. It'd be like that though. I was supposed to be working on Arcos right now, but I don't have anything for him or what I want from him. I was thinking Limno, perhaps do some more work with him. Can you please minimize? Thank you. Who do I have? Did I said virtue, class, and ability for him, right? Wait, that's dragon. Where did dude go here? We did the virtue, class, virtue, ability, and move names. We named the weapon, but we gotta give it an ability, personality, iconography. There's still some things I gotta finish with how it looks. Level 3, we'll finish all that later. Did I do a superpower placement? Again, look away or just don't look at the left side of the screen. Okay, I didn't. I gotta do that later as well because I gotta give the weapon an ability. Alright. Let me try to go to a character. A new character that I know won't be spoilerific as far as right now. Perhaps. Maybe. There's no telling. We're almost done with Black Phoenix. We just gotta intertwine his story with Diallo somehow. Smith Gift Hunter. That's gonna be an arc later on. I wanna get the students done because they're gonna be in like not chapter 3, arc 3 of the show. Some of these characters that I'm doing now, not Diallo in particular, but like the Smith Gift Hunter isn't gonna show up until like 3-4 arcs after the students are introduced, which is why I'm trying to focus on the students right now. Chase Terrace, Theorist finna swift through these streams one day. LOL. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to be careful. I mean, I've made so many mistakes you guys may not have caught already. Not in this stream in particular, but some of the other ones. I was like, oh, shouldn't have said that. Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. I have lied on this stream before directly to you guys' face. But I'll let you figure out what were the lies. It's more fun that way, as far as this show goes. Debris, Gravel, the male whale caller. I'm probably deleting him. He's supposed to be another joke character. Based off another one of my friends. Limno. From the forest region, always wanted to visit the water region. We could probably work with that. Let me see. Did I have him up already? No. I didn't. So let's add him to the list. I was already thinking... Where's my phone? I was already thinking of some stuff to add for him. But I think the thing I was thinking about adding is a spoiler. That's like way later on, and I don't think I'd add it here anyway. Maybe not even part of his character. Oh, also I was working on a new skit for next week. It's not funny enough right now. I don't know where it is. Like, I need a good joke. Where is... Here it is. I'm just checking. Rhyme was supposed to develop rhyme ice further. I have some names, perhaps. I have some possible names for characters, so I'll add them to this new. This is okay. Good character names, Solace. Kinks or Kinks. Nope, that's Lynx. Lynx is part of the, no, please stop autocorrecting. Lynx. I'll probably spell it the second way. There was a reason I picked that name. It's not what you think. I think. Oh god. And then cull, a word I've never heard before, but I thought would make a good name. Like a culling. It'd probably almost 100% be a villain because of what a cull is or what a culling is. Get rid of that. Perhaps I'll name the Smith Gift Hunter cull. Where's the thing on Limno? I don't think I can add it here. I also like another thing I don't take into consideration is like weather. Like there's plenty of weather conditions that could happen just sporadically throughout any of this. It could rain in the shadow region. That's a possibility. It's not just always non-rainy but dark there, you know? There's a lot of clouds in that region, so rain is probably bound to happen there, no? So Limno from the, let me copy this character template. Limno from, did I add height to this? I did. Yeah, I had to add height because when I describe the characters in the script, height has got to be something the artist takes into consideration. So Limno is going to be at the bottom. So if you're wondering where I got the, I think Limno, the word Limno is a prefix for something with water. Limno. No, that's limbo. Yeah, it's a prefix. Word forming element used scientifically of pertaining to lakes and fresh water. So he has water manipulation. That's where I got his name from. Yes. So let's move him up the thing. Up the, who's the last character? The male whale caller that I'm probably deleting? Yeah. So let's, here we go. Oh god. Where's my list? Oh, here. Oh, we can do access. I forgot about access. True places do rain. Oh, yeah. Dude, places do be raining, bro. Actually, I'm trying to think if there's a region where it wouldn't rain. Probably the only region would be the desert region. But does it ever, is it, I know it's probably possible for it to rain in the desert, but does it ever actually happen? I'm sure it's happened before. But was it like a freak incident? Like a dormant volcano that's been asleep for 1,000 years exploding? I think there was some bio things I had at the top of this section too. I'm honestly considering just moving all of the stuff for virtuosity out of this document and just putting it in its own because it's getting really annoying having to scroll between sections of this, going from page 58 to page, what page is this? Page 4 constantly, or having both of these open. Probably better to have it all in not separated by 50 pages. Archetypes intelligence can be based on speed. What? How long it takes a character to figure something out. What did I mean by that? Two brothers only stick together, loyal to no one. This is gravel and debris. Chunk from Zashi's automotive mother's way of war. Father died from sickness, constantly on edge, trust issues. Tried to kill her, retaliated, killed him instead. So, didn't I add this to... I thought I gave this to, Clad. I'm gonna just paste that here, and I'll do a bunch of editing for that later. Scroll back down to... Okay, gravel and debris are above the male whale color. Okay, that's right. So this is Limno. So Limno's team is going to be the opposite of Aura's team, gender-wise. Limno, Aura commands an all-male team, and she's female. Limno is male and commands an all-female team. I forget the name of this. It's Team Blizzard. So he has water manipulation. Krya, her name is subject to change because it just sounds like Cryer, but without the ER and make it an A. Crystallized skin, Polera, paralysis stare, like freezing someone in place, which is why it's Team Blizzard, cold, ice, freezing someone in place. And Frigid has Frigokinesis, which is snow manipulation and generation. It sounds useless, but if she were to go to the snow region, she's God there. Yeah. Okay, so Limno, male. Real name, Limno. Height, how tall should Limno be? I feel like Limno should be on the shorter side, perhaps. Maybe how tall is Zero? I feel like he should be taller than Zero, but shorter than most of the other characters. I don't know how tall I made Dragon either. Damn. Wait, this is old. Where's the completed one? Okay. Zero's 5'5". On the shorter side. I wonder, there's probably going to be a female character, at least one that's shorter than Zero, but Zero's one of the shortest students. I never gave a height to Ferris or any of the other ones. That's just great. Thank you, me. Really thinking ahead. Should add that to the to-do off stream. Yeah, I never completed Dragon, so Dragon's not going to be in there. I feel like Dragon would be on the shorter side as well. I'm trying to think. Limno would probably be taller than Dragon, so I'm thinking Limno would probably be around 5'8". Sounds good. How tall did I make Haneo? I think I gave his height in here. I didn't. Oh my god. All right, he wasn't introduced in the script yet, so I wouldn't have given him a height. Oh man. I want to say, let's just say maybe let's go 5'7" for now. He's 5'7". Iconography, he's probably gonna have like drooping hair. I can't imagine. I imagine he has a really laid back personality. Laid back, chill, calm, composed. Goals, we'll deal with that later. Alignment, I want to say true neutral. Occupation, student. Rank, virtue, student. Affiliation, ordinal. Plains, region. Gotta say, we can say we can type the name of the school there as well. And I had him originally from the forest region. Always wanted to visit the water region. I'm gonna add that as part of this bio. Though he is originally from the forest region, he has always wanted to visit the water region. Not water region. I called it the islands region, didn't I? It's not the water region. I gotta double check. No, there is a water region. Literally on the water. Okay, so the islands region was different. Is different. Right, the islands region has the volcanoes. Water region is actually on the water, but it's like an oil rig. Yep, built different levels. From the top of the ocean where you can fall in with one wrong step to higher areas. So yeah, it's actually on the water. So there is a water region. The island. What is that? What is that emote? I can't. Is that a cup of coffee? Tea. I see steam come out of. Oh. I don't know what that is. I don't. Is that an island? I don't. What? So always wanted to visit the water region. Doesn't have a town name yet. It's probably this might be. Is that what you said? Yeah, couldn't hear getting hold. Yeah, I said the islands region, but he wants to visit the islands region and the water region are two different regions. This might be the only region where there's only one town, and it's the capital. Unless I want to do something underwater, where there's a. Oh, that sounds fire though. That sounds kind of fire. I feel like it should be part of the town as well though. Like there's an above it, and if you fall in, go to the water, there's more town underneath it. It's like within a dome. Ooh. Or maybe it's two separate cities. I kind of like that. Where the one above is the capital. Yeah. Under. Why is there no bullet point there? There we go. Underwater city name. It's not lost or anything. It's just directly beneath the capital. Directly beneath the capital region. I don't want to say a dome-like shape. That sounds boring, and it sounds like they're in a fishbowl. This looks out into the rest of the sea, underwater, of course. Through glass protecting the citizens inside. Posture check. All right, you got it. Oh, So now we have, I think those are going to be the only two for the water region. So the water region is done, guys. I just need to name the cities, and we completely finished a region. Just wanted to visit the water region. Okay, right. Class, kinetic, ability, oh god, what was it called? Hydrokinesis. Correct. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Water temperature manipulation. Nah. It's kind of overpowered. Would it be though? Sounds interesting. Maybe his weapon can superheat the water. I like that. So whatever the comma, I think I want to keep the comma. Maybe the comma can superheat the water. So we gotta copy this the way this is written for the other characters. Kinetic. I shouldn't need to, but I'm double checking just to be sure it is called hydrokinesis. Yep, hydrokinesis, water, Limno. Okay, we're. Make sure you guys can see on this side. Common A and B that can be connected through a water chain he creates out of the moisture of the air, able to coat more damage and total control over the temperature. Not exactly. We're going to change this up a bit. So we're going to make the chain connection thing part of one of his moves. Water chain. Virtue control water chain. Creates a chain made of water. So his comma are connected. And doing this would give him access to a bunch of swinging moves and stuff like that. Abilities. The blade. Let's call it superheat. The blades of the comma can superheat the water to boiling. Superheat his manipulated. Doesn't have to be manipulated. Superheat water to boiling temperatures. I like it. So there are some characters we just have a really good grasp of their abilities, but nothing for their bio. Sometimes we have a really good bio, but nothing on their abilities. So with Diallo, it's the complete opposite. We have everything on his bio. No, we have a grasp on his abilities, just not the weapons abilities just yet. But and now for the backstory that I can't think of, and the looks that I can't think of, and the character tags I can't think of right now. Can't go much off of that. Oh wait, I gotta copy this over. Haven't named the comma yet. What fictional character uses comma as their weapons? I don't know. Shoot. So affiliation is also the forest region where he grew up. And the reason we can't do much on his backstory is because the forest region doesn't even have a capital just yet. We have the Lantern Lit Lane, which will go through the capital of the forest region, but I'm thinking there's going to be a town within the trees as well. Perhaps a town that's within like a pit within the forest. Maybe there's a town that's just within a giant tree. Or rather than have the town like spread out into buildings and huts and whatever, spread out throughout multiple trees, what about just a single giant tree that has houses and all these shops and stuff built around it instead? I have no idea how that would be drawn and how that would logically work for people to move around that without falling off. But I like that. Plus, it gives a bit more of a fantastical element to the series with a tree that's just larger than life. Of course, you got to have a world tree in your fantasy series. If you don't have a world tree, what are you doing? I don't know if that should be the capital, though. I feel like it should be. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to have the town that has the Lantern Lit Lane not be the capital. Tree Town. Tree Town capital. And then Lantern Lit Lane Town. Now there's no caves in the forest, right? There probably can be. Maybe there's a forest town as well. I don't know. Tree Town capital. A city built on the trunk and branches on, let's say mainly the trunk and branches of a larger than life tree. There are buildings and several sets of stairs that wind around the trunk. Of course, there are also railings and walls to make sure the citizens, oh god, stay safe. Yeah, I like this. I like that. So, should he be from the Lantern Lit Lane town or the Tree Town capital? Do we have anybody else that's from the forest? Because I don't know if I want Limno to be from the capital. If he's wanting for something like the water region, I feel like he shouldn't have much in the town that he's in, so it probably shouldn't be the capital. Who else is from the forest? These words are doing a lot to my brain right now, so I'm gonna look up forest. Dragon from the forest region. Maybe dragon. I want a dragon to be from the Lantern Town as well. Shoot. So maybe we should just have. Maybe it should just be one of those things where just nobody is from. Not everybody has to be from the capital, right? So maybe they're both from the small town in the forest region. I'm thinking of a third possible town, so one of them could be from one. Maybe dragons from the Lantern Lane town, the one with the mystery surrounding it, the one that's gonna have like a small arc around it. And I don't know what else. Where else could towns be built in a forest? You gotta think. I don't want it to be like under a mushroom or anything like that. A large mushroom, that would just be too similar to the tree. Perhaps a pit of some sort. I can't get away from the pit idea. It's not technically, it is technically underground, but you can see it from like, Yeah, I'm thinking of like a pit. So just imagine a pit, but it's just gigantic enough to hold a town within it. And if you were to approach the edge of this pit, you would see a bunch of like stairs leading down it, spiral stairs, a whole bunch of entrances and stuff. There'd be trees surrounding it and all this stuff. You get a lot of leaves. And how would you prevent flooding, since it would probably rain in the forest region? You gotta think about that as well. Oof. How would you prevent flooding? Maybe Limno would be, if he's from that town, maybe he's like a key to preventing flooding. Cave. Is too small? No, for fantasy there's nothing too small or too large. You just shrink or embiggen everything. Like I said, the capital of the forest region is a giant tree, and it's got a whole city and ecosystem and people surrounding just the trunk of this large tree. So nothing too small or too large. I'm kind of stuck on the freaking pit idea. I'm just trying. I would have to probably come up with that, like, an anti-flooding thing. I mean, remember in this series they're like reverse waterfalls, so the water comes up and goes through there's a whole blurb I've written on it in this document. No, in the world building document. But what would I call this? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the pit idea. My thing is, I don't draw any of this, and I don't think I would be too good at drawing any of this, so I hope I remember. This is why I try to be as descriptive as possible sometimes. I hope I remember what I mean or what I meant, because sometimes I'm like, what the hell did I write? I hope I remember what I was picturing at the time that I wrote it, when I come back to it eventually. Chase, if within a tree, maybe the tree's roots suck up all the water around it? Perhaps. I'm trying to think. Maybe the roots go... Ooh. I wouldn't want it to be too similar to how the water region is set up, because you have the above ground on the surface level of the water and up. That's the capital, and then you have directly beneath the capital, you have the underwater town, and those are the only two towns in the water region, or cities. So it doesn't have to be directly beneath the giant tree. I feel like we got to give the tree a name. I feel like that's like mandatory. But yeah, it doesn't have to be directly beneath the giant tree. It could just be around trees that have giant roots, and the roots go like across the ground and down the sides of the pit. So like Chase was saying, the water when it rains could be being absorbed by the roots that are going down the sides of the pit. I like that idea actually, Chase. Pit town, giant hole in the middle of the forest region. I'm gonna specify not near the tree town capital. Giant home, force not near the tree town capital that has roots of giant. Stop saying giant. Enormous. There are other big adjectives out there. Has roots of enormous nearby trees. Go. Travel down the sides and absorb the water when it rains. The main thing for them would just be cleaning up all the leaves that drop down from the trees, but they live in the forest region, so that's kind of a given. There are the biggest problem this town or city has is the leaves, but it's a pretty peaceful place to live. Perhaps they have like a, I'm trying to think like lore wise too, perhaps they have like a festival of who has the rarest leaf that dropped from the trees above or something like that. They have an annual festival. Because doing little things like this just makes your world feel that much more real, you know? Annual festival of who finds and preserves, that's pretty important, the prettiest leaf that has fallen from the trees above. And it's been many years in a row, so there's like, they have like, and they'll put them, the winning leaf gets put in a glass display with the winner's name engraved in the glass and put, oh my god, I don't know what that is. I feel like that's the fridge downstairs. And put in a museum. So, yeah. I just added an unnecessary amount of lore to this town, but like I said, the winning... it's winning leaf gets put in the engraved, not engraven. Unnecessary amount of lore to this town. But now, I kind of want to visit this fictional town. I want to go to the museum and see what other leaves have won. Maybe there's like a rainbow leaf down there. Hey, one year this little Sally found this rainbow leaf that dropped from one of the trees above, and they put it in the museum. And this was, well, I'm not going to specify the years because that would make it timeless. The show, if you don't, I think if you don't ever specify the years, kinda. Chase, that's what makes it dope when the characters visit it. Exactly. I do plan on this show having like slice of life sections to it, like not entire arcs just dedicated to slice of life, but like little things here and there where they're just visiting a town, things like that. Of course, it would be progressing the story and there'd be character development in the process, so it doesn't feel pointless like a filler. But yeah, they'd probably, the main four would probably visit this town at some point once they leave Ordomil, of course, the Plains region. It's gonna take a few arcs before they do leave, and that's once they graduate. But yeah, once they start traveling, there's gonna be. That's why I'm world building. This is why it's very important. What I name the pit town? Trench Town. No, that sounds really awful. Trench Town. I kind of want to keep the town in it. No, it's technically a city, so the pit city. We don't have to come up with a name now. But now we have another. Before, think about this. Before we like started like developing any one of these three towns. Well, technically two because we haven't done the Lantern Lane town yet. But the forest region was blank. This is all you saw. Wait, that's not. All that was here was this, the forest region. And then boom, now we have two pretty much full towns now. Wait, mainly on the trunk. Yep, pretty much two full towns, the capital and another town that has lore behind it now. And Lanternlit Lane Town also has, I keep calling it that for a reason. This is something we visited before. This is just kind of gonna be a normal town. But it has the myths surrounding it. The Lantern Lane myth, located in the forest region, leads to and through the forest town. We haven't named it yet, but if one were to stray from the path outside of the town, there's no telling what happens. There have been a number of mysterious disappearances around the town, so they always keep the lanterns lit so you don't stray from the path. So visitors, let me specify that. So visitors stray from the path. And that's going to be not really an arc, but maybe an episode or two or a few chapters within the novel, them trying to figure out, manga, with them trying to figure out what exactly is the mystery surrounding this place. And maybe, hey, whatever student I make from that town, if any, I think Dragon's going to be from that town. Just say that. Yeah. I definitely want to make Limno from the pit city, so let me add that. We're going to have to name it so I can actually move him over once I'm done. The pit city, forest region. Other than him like wanting to always go to the water region, I don't have much for his character right now. But again, we did just create two towns for a region that had no towns before, technically. I never added the Lanternlit Lane town, but I'm going to add to Dragon's thing that... Oh, man. Oh, Nebula Dragons, right? Oh, God. Oh, I typed dragon a lot in this document. One more Plains region. So he's from the Lantern Lit Lane town. And I'm gonna specifically call this a town. It's really small, so I'm not gonna be say forest region. Okay. I'll make sure to add that here as well. No, I don't need to. I already wrote it down, so I'll just mark off what I have for Limno already on the list, so we know what else needs to be done with him in this table of contents. Limno, we need semiotics, so his character tags. Iconography, we have his height. So iconography is how it looks. Goals, goal. I'm gonna put city name. original city name. His powers, we have the one move name. We'll probably have another move in there somewhere. Move names. Weapon name. We already have its ability, so the ability is done. Bio, and then level 3, the accessories. Alright. We got a lot done with them, even though it still looks like we have a lot to go. It's not that much. The semiotics, iconography, goals, those are like one-line things at most. The most. Just one, maybe we should start on one other character. Crosswind is from, I'm going to change his name because that was like his hero name. Crosswind is from so is Limno from the Specialist series, which is one of the 3 series that I mashed this into. Water region. We were developing the water region, so maybe we should do Crosswind. Who else have we skipped over though? Kindle, keeping her name that. Nako is part of the Citadel region. Bleak. I really want to do some work with Bleak. Yeah, we'll figure it out next time. Yeah, let's just end it. More of this next week. You know, we be writing every Wednesday, at least. The villain wins. Ow. It's still going strong on Scribble Hub. We're at. Let me refresh. Make sure this is the most up to date version. We're at 47 readers. I just put chapter 21 up last week. Short chapter. The last 2 chapters have been build up for what's about to happen in chapter 22. It's going to be another battle, but they're taking out 2 more nobles simultaneously. Maybe. We don't know. The only character in this show or series, the short story series I've been writing for consistently for the past 21 weeks. Only character that has plot armor is the main character, who is the villain. The villain wins. But every other character, and some people you might recognize because this takes place in the Descended universe, so there are names here and there that you might mention. They've been building up Lux for several chapters now. And like, there's this one noble I wasn't able to figure out what they could do. Yeah, there's a lot of build up. Character deaths happen left and right. Some character deaths you may be upset about, but it's separate from. It's like an Elseworld story for Descended, so the character deaths in this do not affect the Descended series at all. I would recommend reading it. It's by far my most popular on this site. This one has 20 chapters, but like 15 readers. Yeah. I think that's because I uploaded it all at once, but. This is weekly, so every Saturday night I release these, sometimes Saturday night into Sunday morning. It's always up by like the end of the night Sunday, I'll say. So yeah, it's free to read, I should mention, free to read. It's from the perspective of Amaya, who is a new... Why is this out of order? Oh, no, it's not. A new villain I made that's not in the Descended series just for this series. Because I needed to give her an origin that made sense as to why she's killing all of the nobles that you know and love from the Descended series. She killed Ash from the first Descended novel. I'm going to let you sit with that and figure that out for yourself. Make sure you buy the actual Descended novel on Amazon. That's out now. I just went to my cousin's podcast to promote it some more on Sunday. So hopefully that something good comes from that. Buy the children's books as well. All these books out here. And yeah, Batman tomorrow. Probably the side missions as Catwoman. We'll see how that goes. I'm not crazily looking forward to it. Fridays, I'll have to let you guys know if we're taking Fridays away for right now because my brother's coming back home, and when he's home, we normally spend Fridays together with him and my dad. Um, Plus Fridays were kind of up in the air for me with streaming anyway. But we'll definitely, after Batman tomorrow, we'll definitely be back 100% Monday night with more Bioshock. I can't wait to get back to that. I'm really enjoying that game. But it's so tense. I gotta pay attention. I just gotta look, like, people just show up out of nowhere in that game. It's crazy. Alright, and then I electrocute them. I'll burn them with fire. Batman tomorrow night. Alright, shout outs to Moms and Chase and Odin for stopping by today. Yeah. See everybody tomorrow night. This is Jimmy's Phoenix once again. I'll skip next week too. When you've been quarantining before the quarantine. A lot of different ways that can go. I'm trying to make it funnier than what I have right now as far as the script goes, so by Tuesday night. Alright. Jimmy's Phoenix once again.